The holiday season is fast approaching, and Summit Downtown is ready to help you out with everything. I'm Emi Havas, and this is Meet the Merchants. Every year I say to myself, oh, why didn't I have a nice little gathering of friends for the holidays? And I always feel so overwhelmed with putting it all together. So I decided, wait a minute, I've got some really good friends here in town. I call them my entertaining professionals extraordinaire. So I decided to call upon them and see what suggestions they could give me to make this an easier process. So we're going to meet them in a little while. But before that, I want to talk a little about actually inviting your guests. Emails are very, very popular to invite people through Evites. I want people to know they're coming to a party. And what is nicer than receiving an invitation in the mail? You go to the mailbox, you say, oh my gosh, I've got something here that isn't a bill, it isn't junk mail, and you open it up, and here's a lovely invitation to a gathering to start off the holiday season. Now, you don't have to go to great expense, you don't have to have something printed up. If it's a small gathering, I like to just take a piece of my beautiful stationery and write a little note, say, please join us. We're going to get together and we'd love to have you with us. It's easy to do and it makes such an impression in this busy, busy electronic world of ours. So now sit back, relax, and listen to my friends give you the advice that's going to make your party really good this year. Dylan, thank you so much for having us this morning. I'm so excited.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
As you know, I'm going to have a little party, and I know we've gotten so much into just serving wines at parties, which is easy and nice, but I thought as my guests came through the door, I'd like to hand them something special, very festive.
A little welcome cocktail.
Yeah, get that party started with a bang. So I thank you very much for being so kind to help us out here, because I am like zero in the bar department, you know. So what are you going to make for us today?
You've come to the right place. So on our menu here at Summit House, we have a revolving Moscow Mule, and it always reflects whatever's in season. It changes maybe 6 or 8 times a year. We'll change.
As do your menus here.
Of course, yeah. So the cocktail menu reflects what's going on our kitchen's menu.
Great.
We call it the Mule of the moment. And we thought there would be a perfect opportunity to put one together for you. It's really a cranberry-based Moscow Mule, perfect for the holidays.
Oh yeah, little zing.
I think your guests will love it.
Yep.
So we start with a little bit of vodka. We're using Absolute Elix. It's a single grain source vodka from just outside their distillery in Sweden. So we put that right into our mixing jar. 2 ounces. We follow it with a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, fresh squeezed, always.
Yeah, that's the best. If you're going to do it right.
Yeah, all of our juices are done daily here at Summit House.
Oh, really? That's good. Yeah.
It makes
so
all
everything's
difference.
fresh.
We squeeze them
fresh,
right
fresh,
in the
fresh.
basement. Yep. And a 1/2 ounce of.
That sounds great. I
well,
love
we have
it.
a prep area.
No, I know you do, but it sounds like that's where the stuff happens. You know.
So what we have here is a cranberry syrup, and that's simply made. It's a simple syrup, and add a bag of cranberries. Cook it all down and strain it. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of water to sugar. Bag of cranberries. Cook it for about an hour at a low temp, and strain it off.
Strain
and you'll
it
have
off.
a cranberry syrup.
That's
really
easy enough to do at home, for
super
sure,
easy,
too.
Super easy.
That looks great.
A 1/2 ounce
Good
cranberry
color,
syrup.
too.
Yeah, that's where the festive part comes in. Good old Martinelli's apple juice. We're going to use 1 ounce of Martinelli's apple juice. And add ice.
Get to use my cocktail shaker. I never get to use that thing. This is great.
And you're going to shake vigorously. Now, all the ingredients without bubble are in here. So what we want to do now is add our bubble directly to the drink. So we fill up a Moscow Mule mug. You can get these at the Williams-Sonoma. You can get these online very easily. So we like to mound up the ice. We're going to strain.
Oh gosh.
Strain right into our Mule mug.
Oh, look at that color. Beautiful. So it waters the ice down just a tad.
Yep, and then we're going to top it with a little bit of club soda. And the garnish is fabulous. So a little bit of rosemary, okay?
Yeah.
For the holiday season. A couple cranberries. And then I like to hit it with a little bit of powdered sugar.
Little snow.
Makes it a little snow on the cranberries.
Wonderful. Fabulous.
So your guests will love that. You can put out a tray when they first arrive.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Now, do I have to make up each one individually?
You can make them in a large batch and pour them individually,
Okay,
of course. You would
okay.
just multiply that recipe.
Just multiply
times
it
10
out.
if you wanted to
Yeah.
do 10. Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
And I think what we'll do is we'll, if we can, you know, just, well, people can see it, but maybe we'll just put it on there for people so they can try it out.
A little card, you know, that says what it
Yes,
is always
yes,
nice when you're passing
yes.
for the holidays.
Well,
too.
that will certainly be a great jingle for my guests coming. Now, tell me a little bit about your holiday season. If I decided instead I wanted to come here for dinner,
Sure.
one
Yep.
night or Christmas Eve or
We're
Christmas Day.
serving Thanksgiving dinner. We're also doing Christmas Eve dinner and New Year's, 2 seatings. The first seating being at 5 o'clock, the second at 8:30, and the 8:30 comes with an open bar party after for the ball
Wow,
drop.
for the ball drop.
Yeah, do you know we have a big 120-inch screen that comes down over the
Oh,
flag?
no, I
and
didn't
we
know
do
that.
we do the ball
So
drop
you
right
feel
there,
like you're
and-
right in
Oh,
Times
yeah.
Square.
Better.
Oh, that's
better than being in Times
It's
Square.
not cold and you're not surrounded in a corral by 1,000 other people.
Exactly.
Never sounded like a good time to me, but this sounds like it would really
It's great.
work.
It's really fun.
Now, your menus are all a set menu.
They are, and they're
Yes.
available online at
Online, and
summithouseng.com.
and okay, so we can hop online, and you'll start taking Christmas reservations.
Day
when?
after Thanksgiving, we start taking Christmas reservations and New Year's Eve as well.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, I want to try that.
Please, please.
It looks just beautiful. Oh, that's great.
Isn't that nice?
It's very fresh and clean.
It is.
You know,
and
so
as it melts a little with the copper cup, it's even
Stays
better.
nice and cold,
It is.
yeah,
It brings
yeah.
the cold right up to your lips.
yeah,
really nice.
it's very nice. A nice way to start because this kind of cleans your palate, and
It'll get
we're
the
going.
party started.
Yeah, to get the party started.
There's really only 3 things you need for a good party: good food, good drink, and good music.
That's
you
right.
Put those together.
That's right,
it's
and
a
you're
sure
off and
home
running.
run. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I
course.
appreciate this, and you have a great holiday
Thanks,
season.
Em. Thank you.
What a Dish Catering is a wonderful boutique caterer here in Summit since 1996. Cheryl customizes menus for any occasion, and today she's going to whip up a special little appetizer for our party. Cheryl,
Yes.
thank you for having me in this very, very busy
Absolutely.
time. I feel like we've just busted into your kitchen here, but it does smell good.
Well, you guys are welcome.
Smells
we just
really,
pulled
really
roasted
good.
garlic out of the oven for the
Oh.
roasted garlic mashed potatoes.
Oh,
so
absolutely
it smells
delicious.
like garlic.
I think
Yeah.
I'll just stay for
Yeah.
the rest of the day. Okay.
You can be our professional taster.
Okay, I like that job.
Yes.
That would be good. So you've been kind enough to tell us that you could, or tell me that you could give me a quick little appetizer hors d'oeuvre
Yep.
that I can serve for my guests.
Exactly.
For my little soiree I'm
Yep,
going to have.
yep.
So why don't you tell us what you're going to make and what you have here?
Yes, so our quesadillas, anyone that knows me knows that they practically have their own fan club. They're so popular. So really easy to make at home. I actually bought, so you guys could see, like you could buy a roasted chicken. Don't have to like be making chicken
Perfect.
even.
Perfect.
Flour tortillas, but this is a nice hors d'oeuvre you can make gluten-free as well by using corn tortillas. We're going to be using some smoked Gouda, but another good thing to make dairy-free as well by using beans instead of cheese. You have to have something to hold it together.
Okay.
We like to do black beans, cook them down, but you could actually buy a can of refried beans, just something to keep it, together. So this is
Right.
an easy hors d'oeuvre to adjust for, allergies.
Are these soft tortillas?
These are soft, the
Okay.
soft tortillas. Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Very good.
flour soft.
Because I always get confused.
Yes.
So, okay.
So we're just literally going to shred some chicken. It's really moist and.
So that's even easier.
Yeah,
Go out
see,
and
that's
buy
why I
the
literally
chicken.
bought it. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna kid you
Perfect.
not. You don't have to be struggling with cooking a chicken. And okay, I'll be eating that for lunch.
Yeah, looks good.
Shredded cheese. So we're just literally putting a little bit
Right
of
on
cheese on the
there.
bottom.
I like the smoked Gouda idea.
Yeah. Smoked
I love
Gouda's
smoked
yummy.
Gouda, yeah.
Okay.
Gives it a little punch.
Then we have our roasted chicken. I keep the skin on because why not
Flavor.
add a little flavor?
Yeah. Little fat. We all need a little
Colin,
fat.
do you have the onions?
So
And just like
plop
magic,
that on.
some caramelized red onions. So this is literally just onions that were cooked in butter. There's no trick here either.
Slow?
Yep,
Long?
slow.
How long?
Probably like 10 minutes.
They'll start to get this color.
Yeah, they get caramelized
Get that
if you
color,
keep it.
so you'll know it's
Yep.
time to go.
All right, so we've got our chicken, our cheese. Now we add some onion
Oh boy.
around on there. This would be a good fun day after Thanksgiving. I don't know when this is airing, but
Yeah,
you
that's
could do
a great
turkey. You could do
idea.
turkey and stuffing quesadilla.
Yeah. Oh, great
Right?
idea. Great
Yeah.
idea, Cheryl.
Okay. Now we put our top on.
Okay.
Kind of, push it down a little
Push
bit.
it down a little bit.
All right. So then we use Pam, or the cooking spray.
Oh, right on it.
Yep. And then
Really?
secret on the outside, sprinkle a little. This is just Paul Prudhomme Cajun seasoning. You could sprinkle some, Italian seasoning. You could sprinkle anything you want on the
Anything
outside of
you
the
want.
shell. Just always add another depth of flavor.
Yeah.
We have our pan here getting hot. Spray that as well. And then the trick is you got to kind of get it on there. So, okay, right on it goes. Do the other side, same thing. And that's it. That's as simple as it is. Non-stick
Wow.
pan.
Yeah.
Always a non-stick pan. So we let it go on one side, then we flip it over to the other side.
So Cheryl, you do home parties, dinner parties. We were just looking to a refrigerator here, which is just absolutely covered
Yes.
with orders and things. So you can do a small little dinner party for 6 people.
Oh, sure.
Or you can blow it up into a corporate event or a wedding
Yep.
or anything.
Yep.
And-
We always say we'll help you as much or as little as you need. So some people just order side dishes. Some people are just ordering the hors d'oeuvres. In the summer, people are grilling their own meats. We do the,
do all the
potato
extras.
salad and the
Yeah.
corn, whatever. So
So very flexible.
yeah, we kind of say I'm like that big easy button at Staples.
That's right. Very good analogy. Oh,
See,
wow.
nice and golden.
Look at that.
Yeah. The spray really gives it a nice color.
I would have never thought to spray right
Yes.
on it.
Yep.
See, there's something I learned today.
Yep. And I'm not into oil and greasy, so
Yeah.
the Pam is amazing.
Enough, yeah.
Yep. Gives it
Enough
a
to
nice
use
color.
it. Yeah. Fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and this took us what, like literally, other than grating the cheese, or you
Yeah.
could buy a bag of shredded cheese.
Oh, sure. Any kind
And
you
the
want.
onion,
Yeah.
you could do it
The
without
onion,
onion.
the onion can be cooking while
Yeah,
you're doing other
exactly.
things. It's not like you got to stand there. And
But
pay
this is
real
a great
close
hors
attention.
d'oeuvre. I mean, it's a great after-school snack and stuff too
Yeah.
for kids. But
yeah, absolutely. So this is a big seller on your menu.
oh no, we have a joke like the pear gorgonzola and the shrimp quesadillas, which are our #1 hors d'oeuvre. They literally have like fan clubs.
Really?
Serious fan club.
Oh my God.
And so here we go. So
Fabulous.
back to the board.
I can't tell you how
And
good
then
look
we
at
usually
that.
cut this
Easy.
into
Yes. And especially, buying the chicken.
Yeah.
Get
why
this
not?
shredded already.
Okay. So we cut them in 8.
My mouth is watering.
It's good if you want to let it cool for a second because the cheese will. Sometimes it's really oozy if you cut it.
Yeah.
While it's hot.
Yeah, let it sit
But
for
if
a
you let it
second.
sit for a sec, so the cheese kind of congeals. And then if you want to do this, the day before a party, which
Just gonna ask
I
you
recommend
that,
doing everything
yeah.
in advance.
Yeah.
You could make these up to 2, 3, 4 days in advance.
Really? Now how do I store them?
So we just, we shingle them in aluminums and we bring them to a party. They look like this,
Oh, okay.
But you can just put them right like this in a Tupperware, an aluminum, right in your fridge.
Right in the fridge.
So,
yeah. And then just bring them to room temperature. Do you heat them up at all?
Heat them up. You would heat this at like 350 for 8 to 10 minutes, we say. Depending on how creamy the cheese you use. Smoked Gouda doesn't melt as much as like a regular cheddar or even
Yeah.
regular Gouda. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but it doesn't melt as much.
Yeah.
You don't want the cheese to start oozing out and lose all your
Make it
ingredients.
messy. Make it messy.
Yeah, so like you're talking 8 to 10 minutes at 350 in the oven, done.
Done.
Bang.
I'm tasting it.
Help yourself.
Oh my God.
Simple and so good, right?
Absolutely delicious.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
eat this for lunch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
anytime.
You can do any combination of 2 things, 3 things.
That's what I like. You can tailor it to, if you're doing something Italian and you want to make it Italian, as you said, use Italian spices.
exactly,
Or
exactly.
really goes with anything.
Yeah.
It is really delicious.
Yeah.
And great for leftover chicken.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? I've got a leftover chicken in my refrigerator right now.
This is what you
I'm
can
going
do.
to try this out
Yeah.
tonight.
Seriously.
Really
It's so
delicious.
easy. And I mean, you can do any combination. I mean, beef and cheese, chicken, pork.
Anything.
We just had one that was kielbasa, manchego, dried cranberry, and onion. My gosh, that was crazy. That was ridiculously good. Yeah, so
wonderful.
You can do anything. Yeah.
I hope you have a wonderful holiday
Yes, happy
season.
holidays to everyone.
I hope you're real busy.
Yes, absolutely.
And keep on cooking.
Yes.
We'd miss you if you weren't here. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you for having us.
Delicious.
Happy holidays.
Really good. Sahola Flower Boutique brings the European floral design to downtown Summit. Wait till you see how easy it is to put together this beautiful arrangement. Olga, thank you very much for having us. I know you just got back from Holland, so I'm glad you could take a few minutes and help me out with my floral arrangement for my party. Did you have a good trip?
Yes, thank you, Emi. It was amazing.
Good.
Yes, I had a good time.
Good. And I enjoyed your Instagram, she said.
Thank you.
Everybody
Thank you.
should follow you. You have some beautiful things on there.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are you going to do for us today?
Today we're going to arrange a small, medium-sized table arrangement that will be good for Thanksgiving or any other party that you plan at home. And for that we have just a small variety of the flowers, and some of them can be purchased in the grocery store, and some of them, of course, you won't find it, or you might find just light varieties of them.
That you could substitute.
Yeah, substitute.
So this is a suggestion right here.
Yes, these are like seasonal and fall colors, and that will be great for the like fall table.
Yeah.
And
if I wanted to do more Christmas or holiday, I could just switch up the colors of the roses, or use white here, or
for the
red
Christmas
carnations or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
for the Christmas
good.
it's whites,
Good.
reds, greens. And
I love a lot of green. I think that makes a really, I've done things that are just holly with white roses stuck in.
It's
and that's always
it's a good natural look
absolutely.
and atmosphere. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
let's go. Tell me what to do.
So we will be arranging them, and like one of the most I think priorities in the flower arranging is that when you have different shapes and different varieties of the flowers, you always want to start with the large blooms.
Oh, okay.
Because they will form your original look of the arrangement, as well as it will fill in the space, and then you will be designing going with the accents and smaller flowers. So we have here today two chrysanthemums,
yes, beautiful
full colors. So usually, as I mentioned, you start with the large blooms.
Great vase here, just a simple cylinder vase, easy to find if you don't already have one.
Yes. And we cut the flowers, as you know, with the cutter, or if you have a floral knife, and then you cut it with the angle of the 45 degrees, so that allows flowers to drink a lot of water. Yes.
And you've taken off the extra leaves here, so we don't have leaves floating around in
That's
the water.
correct.
Okay.
Yes, because the leaves, they create bacteria, and you don't want to have that. Now, based on the container size, you also try to cut the way that you want your arrangements to go.
Okay.
So it cannot be also too high if the container is low.
Right.
Simply because it's
Doesn't
not
look
going to
good
be
visually.
good. Yeah. And then so you place the flower, and you start placing the flower based on the sizing. So this way, and every other flower you will be cutting according already to the first one that you place in the vase. If
That'll
you want
be your
to
guide.
yes. Yeah. So, and then you place them different size. Then we use the roses. So we'll be using two types of roses today, the yellow and the orange one. So kind of to match the bicolor of the chrysanthemums, and to keep it in the same color scheme. So we do it
Cut
here.
on the angle again.
Cut it on the angle, yes, and place them in.
Beautiful roses.
Yes, so all the roses.
Now, we saw you before taking off the leaves, but also you took off some of the outer rose petals to clean them up a little bit, which you know, everybody should know that's okay to do if you do it carefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes also we have many varieties of the roses right now in the market that comes like with two colors, and sometimes the petals, the outside petals, they're different from the inside of the rose. And a lot of people, they think that they are not fresh, so which is wrong, because this is the just varieties of of the roses that creates two different
people. What's the matter with these things?
Yeah.
So you just keep measuring against there. And
yes.
cutting.
If we want to kind of like match the symmetrical, to have a symmetrical arrangement. Otherwise, you can play a little bit on the height. But most of the time, you know,
nice compact round.
Nice compact round will be great. Yes, because when you play it on the different height, you have to have a good eye on that to make sure that all the flowers will look still proportional to the whole arrangement and the vase itself. So
now I noticed you put the first flowers in like this. You kind of made a web in there with the stems.
That's correct. Yes.
And so now you can place these in between.
In between and in the middle, yes. So it will help also to hold the actual like the flowers. So
it's looking good already.
Yeah. And then we have a couple of carnations, which I know a lot of people don't like carnations, but the new varieties also, they come in different colors right now, and they try to make them as fashionable as they can.
Now I heard they're coming back in again. I just read an article that they're coming back in again.
Yeah, because they try to make the new varieties so that people can.
So they were interesting.
Yeah. So we're using a little bit of purple, kind of like to give a texture, a different look, and the shade also, and it will create a nice look. So
it's great with the colors. I would have never put that with that.
Yes,
that is really a nice touch. I like that.
Then we will use a little bit of the filler also. These are like wax flowers, and they also come in different colors: white, yellow, purple, pink. It's a nice filler to have, and sometimes you can buy it in the shop as well, or if you don't have it, you can always come to the florist and get it as well.
Yes.
And since it's a filler, so we're trying to separate the stems.
Oh, you're not going to put it in
a little
one piece.
Yeah.
Great.
And as long as it touches the water, so to make sure that it drinks, and then you know, you can always fill it in between to make sure that it's
certainly better looking than baby's breath.
Yes, it
There's
does.
another flower that
a lot of people done
in their in its lifetime.
Even though right now it also gets a little bit of the new reborn, the baby breath, but I would say it's more in the wedding industry.
Yes.
So when we try to make different types of arrangements, but yeah, I'll have also a little bit of the purple.
It's really a very pretty filler.
It is, yes. It's very delicate. It has a nice smell, and it also gives a
I
nice.
Can smell that a little bit.
Yeah, it also can give a nice texture when you arrange the flowers.
Yeah, very pretty.
Okay.
I love it when it starts coming together like that.
Yes.
You know.
And so these are color lilies,
Yeah, they're beautiful.
and they are very like modern, sleek, have look. And that flower I like to use because it also gives a nice texture at the end.
Yes,
and
different shape.
Different shape, and you also can make a nice loop with it. So, and at this time right now we will be using it. It's kind of sticking.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah.
Now, do you like to use, I noticed you use two of these big ones. And
Yes.
What is the thing about using odd numbers? Is that not necessary? I mean, you're really just putting it in on how it looks pleasing to your eye more than paying attention to odd numbers and things?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter as long as, you know, when you buy the flowers and you have something in mind that you want to design, it comes naturally when you start putting it all in the vase. And today we use 2, but we definitely can use 3 and 4. Just also depends depends how full you want to have it, and if you bought more, then you definitely put more in. I would say just more. It depends how full you want to have it. So we have it done here, and then we're using the umbrella fern.
These things are the most fabulous thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to find this in the supermarket.
No, that's definitely.
But this is the greatest thing. It almost looks like pine.
It does.
But it is definitely looks like fern, and I love ferns.
Yes.
I think that, well, I have a very shady yard, so ferns are my best friend.
And they are also nice. They have a nice structure and texture.
Yes.
And it's a nice filler and also like a finishing touch to the arrangement. So you place them in where you have a little bit of the space, and
gives it that spiky look.
Spiky, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fabulous. Beautiful.
It also frame a little bit more the arrangement, and so you will have a better structure. So, and this is, I would say, a simple and also elegant full color arrangement.
Yes,
different a little bit.
Same old,
yes,
same old. Yes.
Yeah. And
Very
it definitely
so.
can be created, you know, at your house.
Sure.
And you're ready for the party.
Sure. It's great. I love it. I love it. And it was easy to do. That wasn't difficult. It was really just kind of sticking them in, and you didn't need any special equipment or anything.
No.
You're just using your clippers to cut things.
Absolutely. And for the people, just when they make arrangements home and they feel that they are not comfortable with, you know, like with the placing the flowers proportionally in a vase, they can always use Oasis if they have the green foam.
True.
Or, as I mentioned earlier, also there is a little tape.
Yes.
And you can tape the vase
across the top.
Yeah, and it will help to hold the flowers. Yeah.
And if they totally say, I can't do this, they always have you.
Yes.
They can give you a ring on the phone.
Yes.
They can show up at your door and
they can order the flower arrangement.
Have it done. Yeah, absolutely. So we have a backup plan B.
Yes.
Plan A doesn't go so well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Call us and we will arrange.
Thank you so much,
You're
Olga.
welcome.
I really appreciate your
Yes,
time.
thank
this
you,
morning.
Emi.
Have
Yes.
a wonderful holiday.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm all ready to go with my party. Everything is set. I've learned some wonderful tips today from my professionals. And if you decide to gather your friends together for a party, always remember there's plenty of help right here in downtown Summit to make it the best celebration of the year. Thank you for joining us. This is Meet the Merchants.